Hey, Pure Spirits, it's your life coach, Diamond. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. This video is for pure spirits only. Low vibrations are not allowed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today I want to share a message that came to me during meditation while talking with the Most High God. It was really like a conference with God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and they made it clear that the message is not everyone is happy for you. This really wraps directly into messages I've shared in the past about jealousy, spiritual discernment, and favor, kind of all wrapped in one with a little twist. So there are so many signs that reveal whether someone is truly happy for you or not. And if they're skilled at deception, they'll gaslight you into thinking their reaction isn't what it really is. That's why it's so important to be real with yourself about who people are and how they truly feel about you. I used to ignore it when God showed me signs. I'd see the subtle looks of disgust when I shared good news, but I'd brush it off, thinking, oh, that's just their natural expression, or that's just how they are. But over time, God revealed that these people were never happy for me. They never liked me, and they were jealous all along. And let me tell y'all the craziest part. I never did anything to these people. I poured into them, I loved them, I supported them, but the moment the light shined on me, the moment I received my blessings from God and they didn't have theirs yet, their energy shifted. And they couldn't hide it, and it hurt because I've always been the type of person who celebrates others, even when I don't have what they have. That's just my heart. I genuinely want to see people win. Pure spirit energy. But when it was my turn, some of these same people who watched me struggle, who saw me go through real pain to get my blessings, couldn't be happy for me. Okay? And that's when I knew it was crazy. So I don't know if I've ever shared this in depth, but before I met my husband, I was in an extremely toxic on and off relationship with someone who was verbally and emotionally abusive. And it was for a decade. It took me a long time to break free from the mindset that my worth was what they said it was. And what made it even more confusing was that this person pretended to be God-fearing in the beginning. So everything that happened with them, I was just giving grace and, being forgiven. And they had already long gone left being God-fearing. And it really showed in the actions and how they were treating me. God wasn't a part of that. And that's another lesson. Not everyone who claims to have a relationship with God is truly walking in alignment with Him. Some people will use their so-called faith as a cover-up, making it seem like they can't possibly be jealous or envious, but jealousy is a real human struggle. You can believe in God and still battle with envy if you don't check your spirit. All right? God is abundant. There's no reason to be jealous if you really know God, because you know that He has more than enough to bless all of us until our cup runneth over at the same time. But people who struggle with envy will never see it that way. They operate from a scarcity mindset, believing that if someone else is winning, it means they're losing. That's when the secret competition starts up. And so, when I finally met my husband, a real man of God, someone who prays with me, encourages me, and loves me the way I always prayed for, I saw how certain people couldn't handle it. These were people who had watched me suffer in the toxic relationship I was in. Yet, when I finally found my blessing, their energy shifted. Instead of being happy for me, they were bitter because their own relationships were falling apart, and some even tried to give me bad advice to sabotage what I had. Okay, and I just, it was just really a full circle moment, because I remember when I was in that toxic relationship, and a lot of the friends who were hating that I'm married now were happy when I was in those relationships. And I was just like, yes, y'all are goals. Like, love you guys together. Just really pouring in and just supporting the happiness that my friends had. And, it was crazy that they didn't have it for me. But again, God was just showing me, those aren't people that he wanted me to have around me anyway. That's why you have to protect not only your relationships, but also yourself. Feel me? People can be jealous of anything. Like, I've had people envy me because I have favor with God and a strong relationship with him. Try to undermine my hearing from God, undermine our relationship, like I should listen to them over God because they have a relationship with God. Like, I've had people try to do that. I have a good relationship with my mom, while I've had friends that didn't, so they were envious of that. I'm confident in my natural beauty, my body, and how I carry myself. I had friends who didn't like that because they had low self-esteem and they didn't have anyone pouring into themselves like I did, let alone themselves pouring into themselves. That makes sense. And another thing too, I never been for the streets. I walk with integrity and respect for myself, and my name don't ring bells with no obscene behavior. You feel me? I even had people jealous because I could stand on my own. Growing up in Brooklyn, that's something a lot of people can't do. I never needed a group to validate me, or a gang. If a friendship ends and people start picking sides, I cut everybody off. One band, one sound. That's my motto. I've never tolerated people thinking I need them, or that I'm afraid to walk alone. I'm strong-minded, and that alone intimidates some people, and when people lack those qualities within themselves and other qualities that I didn't even list, they will not be happy when they see you thriving. So my message today is, pay attention to how people react when you're being celebrated. If you feel a disconnect, trust that feeling and let them go. If y'all was all laughing about a joke on Instagram, and then you get some good news and their face is in a disgust face, that's not their resting face, boo. They hating. Get them out of here. Okay? Let them go. Thank you for tuning in, Pure Spirits. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your life coach, Diamond, signing out. Until next time. God bless y'all.